Hey, what's going on? This is Daley, and I'm here with the.LIFE.com with Pop Culture Thermometer.
How'd you develop your sound? And, you know, who were some of your influences musically?
I think I just developed my sound by being just literally sitting in my bedroom when I was in my teens, just listening to artists that I loved and music that I loved, and just kind of learning from that and then making it my own, you know, like finding out who I am as an artist and just blending that in with those influences. And I mean, my influences, I would say, I mean, one of my biggest influences, I think, is Prince.
Wow.
He's one of my favourite artists. Like,
yeah.
He's just incredible, you know, he's done so much.
Do you think all around, or his songwriting, or his stage presence?
All around. Well, that's the thing about him, that's what makes him such a great artist. It's all around, you know, he's had amazing songs. You know, he's talented, he plays every instrument.
Right.
You know, he arranges and records all of his own stuff. And you know, and he's spanned so many genres. You know, it's just kind of, so that was really inspiring for me. You don't have to be put in a box. So Prince, I love Shaka Khan. I love great vocalists.
Yeah.
I love soul music. I love Donny Hathaway.
The good stuff.
Yeah. But you know, I like stuff from the late '90s, R&B and neo soul and stuff. Neo soul.
Right.
From the, you know, late '90s, early 2000s. Jill Scott's one of my favourites. Maxwell.
Yeah.
You know, and then I've got my influences from back home, like Radiohead, Imogen Heap, you know, slightly more sonically experimental stuff.
How do the UK audiences differ from the US audiences, or are there many differences? Or
yeah, I mean, it's not that different. I think I feel like American audiences are a little bit more vocal when they like something. You know, they'll show it, whereas sometimes the UK audience can be trying to be a bit, you know, a bit reserved. But that's just English. That's just English people for you.
Right.
I think I'd say here there's a slightly more understanding of soul music, maybe just because it's more part of the musical history of America, and you know, I feel like people relate to it in a slightly different way.
Right.
But you know, it's not that much difference.
Right.
All these artists from the UK that seem to be over here,
yeah,
we don't all sound. We're not part of the same genre. Well, we are. We're kind of soulful, I guess, in a way, or vocal. But I don't think anyone sounds the same. You know, Adele doesn't sound like me. Doesn't sound like Amy. Doesn't sound like whoever else. You know, Paloma or whatever. You know, Jessie J. No one's music sounds the same. But I guess we're all British. But I think maybe the thing that people like is just that it's, you know, it has a soulfulness to it, but it's something
it's honest.
Quite, yeah, but it's not quite. It's different from what is over here because it has to be, because we're not from America. So I think maybe that's what it is. You know? I feel like that's what I like. That's how I like to think about it in terms of what I'm bringing to it. Is that I'm bringing, you know, I'm not going to try and be an American artist because I'm not. So you know, I think it's important to focus on what your strengths are, what makes you unique. So that's what I try and do.
Awesome. Now you also have a very stylish look about you. Do you have a stylist, or do you pick your own clothes out? Do you go shopping for yourself? How do you come up with, you know, what you perform in or how you're seen publicly?
Yeah, I do the majority of it myself. I've got some good friends, you know, good stylist friends, and they help me out when I really need, you know, something good. But I mean, I just like, yeah, I go shopping. I've got designers that I like. And not even designers, but I like to wear a lot of black. as you can see, I'm always wearing black. But
yeah.
So.
Who are some of your favorite designers who make great black clothes?
Well, Alexander Wang
he's a good one.
Yeah, he's really good. He's one of my favorites.
What's this, like a leather?
Yeah, leather sleeves, and just like it's kind of sporty but smart.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's my favorite jacket at the moment. There's a brand called Unconditional in the UK, which is one of my favourites. Acne. I mean, and then I like high street.
All the expensive stuff now.
No, you know, I like to mix that with. I shop on the high street all the time.
Yeah.
In apparel, H&M, Top Man, which I know they got Top Man in New York. They don't have it everywhere, but yeah.